the squad with us. Lord, oh, you want demon time? Big guillotine, so we coming straight for you. We mobbing, we not running. Let's go.
Creep with me as I cruise through the ghetto. I got news for the devil and all of his bochincheros. We gon' turn them to the max, lay him on their back. As for all the innocent lives you try to snatch, you gon' pay that back hundredfold with interest and fees. Million men of God marching towards the Garden of Eden. We gon' find where them snakes at, stomp them out ASAP. Take that. Take that. We don't play fair when it come to deliverance. We casting legions of demons, stone cold and belligerent. Let them know what the business is, stand firm. It's 66 slugs in this clip where that bang burn. Trust me on it. At Luke 8:29, that's rapid eviction, blast ammunition that saves lives. We the realest in the East, live from the Empire State. Them golly goons, nobody move, boy, it ain't safe.
Hey yo, the bar's marvelous, scar starving, it's blind Bartimaeus. Why bother with my father when God started it? Better get it rockin', metal with him with metal, my men'll get it locked in. Holy Ghost talk, know my pedigree, trendsetter with a vendetta with the enemy. There's only one king and that's the Lord of Lords. All in all, come against Christ, know you falling off. I'm preparing for the war, try to tell him these hope dealers will pill him in the jaw. He a fronter, he just act hard. From the Holy Ghost, who be running like a track star. The nemesis is getting Nathan. Penmanship, I give him Genesis, the revelation. It's more than confidence. Told you before that we more than conquerors. See, move by the word and it's more than obvious.
These Christians ain't running. Come with y'all bout. You moving on demon time, we casting them all out. These Christians ain't running. No, these Christians ain't running. That's on God. These Christians ain't running. Come with y'all bout. You moving on demon time, we casting them all out. These Christians ain't running. No, these Christians ain't running.
Let me tell you, yo, the pen with flavor, the penetrator, present the maker, pen is greater. Rhymes on my notes section, no pen and people. Emulate them, the savior paving, the lane for patience. Crazy pagan, saved by grace, aiming to amputate the snakeskin. We alive, the grace he gave me a prize. While I battle with my lust, he saved me breaking the ties. Grateful I was able to break through lies from this psycho stalker that wanna kill me like cable guy. Yeah. He acted like a friend, but was really there to end anything that was a man. To leave me in his den, to never breathe again. What I'm seeing with my eyes was enough to feed the pen. Yeah, expose deception for people who screaming evil. You can feel it in the air when I speak the truth like I'm Beanie Siegel. Lil Weasel destroying people with pain and needles. Pain is lethal, so we gon' pray and make it and aim to see truth.
The only thing I ran from was cop lights and Jesus. Now if I run, it's running the fade when I face these demons. Chose the wrong life, passing bundles to the block boys. But God made me right, I slept my struggles boxing southpaw. Me llaman el gajero, yo trabajo la cosecha. Ya viene el aguacero, siempre cargo la chaqueta. Manín, deja el bulto, te doblo la maleta. Predicando en el punto, yo ahí su grandeza. Heck no, you're my soul ain't for sale. I shine the light of Christ, show the force of darkness can't prevail. This wartime, yeah, we ready for war. In the Lord's time, I guarantee he'll settle the score. We taking back what the devil tried to took. Look, we don't follow rules of man, we follow the book. If y'all still gotta ask what we rapping about, we war with demons in Jesus' name, we casting them out. No.
These Christians ain't running. Come with y'all bout. You moving on demon time, we casting them all out. These Christians ain't running. No, these Christians ain't running. That's on God. These Christians ain't running. Come with y'all bout. You moving on demon time, we casting them all out. These Christians ain't running. No, these Christians ain't running. That's on God.
We running, we gunning, it's off top. 66 in the clip, gon' rip till they all drop. These demons in the glass house trying to toss rocks. Y'all stop, y'all weak and your balls don't call shots. All God make the calls and he the one to regulate. Y'all got it twisted, you thinking he ain't gon' set it straight. The enemy know in the ending he got hell to pay. When it go down, we going up to celebrate. We ain't running, but demon time is running out. Sound like thunder sound, we fire lightning coming down. Keep them ducking down from a couple hundred rounds. Catching bodies for the body till my body underground. When it's crunch time, catch me on the front lines. Once I go to a line, boy, lunchtime. Satan know me to fade and he finna run mine. Way gon' run high when them real ones slide. This disciples Bible hit like a sniper rifle. Ain't no type of rival gon' be left alive on Christ's arrival. Or survive the tidal wave of the final trial. Best decide what side you on, all the time is vital. The last days in its bang, look get banged on. Life ain't a game, dog, this here a gang war. Make your decision. Who you gon' bang for? Don't play, dog. Better pray you get prayed on.
All right, y'all, welcome back to True Hall of Fame Builds. I am your host, Michael May, and on this segment of Man Talk, we are going to talk about the new trend, y'all. The new trend going around. Men are not allowed. We got to I told y'all guys, I started touching on this yesterday on my live stream. I told y'all this morning we were going to do it again. We here to do it again. Let me recognize some of the people. DeAndre, what up first? So I shout out to him. No men allowed. No men allowed. Shout out to my man Snag. Yep, Swag. What's good? What's good, my boy? What's good? Just what up? Swag. Yep. Listen, fellas, we gonna dive into this. So there's a new trend going around, fellas. This has to be the dumbest trend I've ever heard of in my life. Now, fellas, I always tell you this. Baby, can you lower this just a little bit? I don't want to feel like I'm talking over it, but I want you guys to understand something, right? Hear me out. I've been around long enough to see different trends happen. Ridiculous trends, the Me Too movement trend, no shave November trends. I've been around to see it all. But this has to be the dumbest trend I've ever seen. Now, this trend happens to come at the worst time. Now, fellas, when you watch this video, first of all, shout out to Coach Greg. So it says having a boyfriend is embarrassing. This is the trend, y'all. Having a boyfriend, having a husband, having a man is embarrassing. People, listen to me. If you think that women aren't intentionally being set up to fail, you shouldn't be here. Fellas, if you think that all these things happening, a woman, there's 15 different genders that was setting women up. A woman could do what a man could do when there's equality, and a woman could do everything a man could do but better. And this is, fellas, listen to me. Us as men, we don't care about what laws and trends are happening, because, fellas, we are, listen to me, y'all. We create our own path. People, see, this is one thing I think women never care to understand. We don't want to do nothing like them. Fellas, listen to me. Women have spent so much time trying to be the perfect man, they haven't even mastered how to be the perfect woman. I need you to understand. Somebody says need some clarity on whoever your audience is to be. All right, I need you to help me understand that one. Hear me, y'all. I want you to understand this. Please, please, please. Listen to this. It's very important. Okay, I gotta say it this way. This is why it is super important as a content creator. people, as a content creator, as an influencer, as a woman, as a man, it is very important for you to be as authentic as possible. But True, why are you saying that? Because you want to gain your audience organically. People, I am the same person I am on Man Talk when I'm playing 2K, when I'm playing boxing, I am the same exact person. I am the same person. People, I am the same person. I want you to understand something. Hear me out. Because you're going to hear Coach speak about certain things. And I'm going to break them down a little further so you can understand it. But this new wave of having a boyfriend, having a man is embarrassing. We're going to break this down, y'all. This is, and this couldn't happen at the worst time when there's a government shutdown. People, if you think, I think that there are women out there who are being paid to destroy women. I'm already there. I'm there. I think that there are women who are being paid to destroy women, because anything that makes women feel good about their poor life decisions, women are going to chew it up. Let's dive right in. People, this is not funny. If y'all new here, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button. Let's dive right in, y'all. Watch this.
Brings us to this article. I don't know how much we're going to cover of it, but this goes down to where we are now. Where do we stand? We have a lot of misandry. We have a lot of women manipulating men. All right. We have a lot of women out here in the trenches marrying men that are virgins, right? Completely lopsided relationships where the dude doesn't realize he getting hit over the head. You got a woman that has a baby by a man, but she got a 42 body count, and he found out and crashed out. So we have an article here in Vogue magazine in an opinion section. So that means it's not the opinion of Vogue magazine, but they published it. Is having a boyfriend embarrassing now? Is having a boyfriend embarrassing? And it's
Thank you. Is having a boyfriend embarrassing now? People, this is people. You cannot convince me that there isn't like a female army out there, people, who are trying to destroy women. Y'all can't convince me. People, hear me out. Fellas, I'm going to say this to you guys because you guys won't understand otherwise. Listen to me. Women say they want equality. And it's a lie. Fellas, we've proven this over and over again. Fellas, women don't want equality. Women want equal outcomes without having to exercise the equality. You missed it. You missed it. Fellas, women want the outcomes. Oh, I wanna make as much money as men. Are you doing the same jobs as men? It doesn't matter. I should be able to be a school teacher and make the same amount of money as the people who are building the bridges. Makes no sense. People, there are some people that would argue a school teacher is more important than the men that work to keep society functioning, the electricity going, the bridges good, the roads smooth. The people, we can't be serious. We can't. People, hear me out. This is my argument all the time. And I've known school teachers, and it is what it is. Yes, the infrastructure. Listen to me. People, how do you listen to me? People, hear me out. Hear me out. Now, if you a school teacher, don't get offended. Don't get offended. Listen to me. How do you want to get paid as much as the person that builds the bridges and builds the buildings? You're not teaching anything that you're not bringing anything new. You're teaching the same lesson next year to the next level of sixth graders. Those guys go up, you're teaching the same. You're teaching the same thing to the next person. You're not doing nothing new. Nothing you're doing is life jeopardizing or anything. The more you jeopardize your life, the more money you make. Straight up. People, I'm doing a video tomorrow morning, or I might even do it like midday today, or if not late tonight. People, there are jobs that are opening up right now. There are 3 jobs that are opening up all over the globe. And if fellas, if y'all want to make money, if you want to make money, get into plumbing, get into doing HVAC systems, and get into being an electrician. These are about to be the most 3 high-paying jobs. Why? Because all of the vets are retiring. Hi, Papa Lindos. Good morning. God bless you. Amacito? How you feeling today?
Better.
Feel better? You slept good?
No.
Okay, that's working, okay? Can I finish working and I hit you up in a minute? Okay?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you. I love you. You can sit down with your brother. He said, yeah, trades are highly sought after. Yes, people, especially now. My son is playing football. While my son is playing football, my son is trying to pursue a career in HVAC. My son is getting into, what's the one, the bricklaying? Masonry. My son is not going to be a failure because my son is preparing himself for the future. People, I want you to understand. Yes, electric security, yes. People, I want you guys to understand. When I turn on my stream, it's for you to join up. I'm giving you information. Now, like I said, women don't want equality. They want equal outcomes. Ready? If a man can sleep with 30 women and be the man, a woman should be able to sleep with 30 men and be that woman. No, sweetheart, it don't work like that. In life, there are double standards. I don't get mad. I don't get mad that you can sleep your way into the VP spot. I don't get mad at it. I don't get mad. I don't get mad that every single club in New York City is ladies free until 10 and I gotta pay $30 at the door. I never got mad. Sweetheart, I never got mad. I never was mad. I was never upset. I was never furious. I was never... There are things that are the way they are. It is what it is. It's crazy. It's weird. But let's get back to the topic, because I want you guys to understand something, fellas. This is... Ready? After the whole thing with the Me Too movement, listen to me, y'all. After the whole Me Too movement, women realized they went too far. Women realized they went too far. Then all of a sudden, trad wives became a thing. Trad wives, which is short for traditional wife. So now the women wanted to go back. That's where all those videos came from. Who are the women that encouraged us women to be independent and go out there and get jobs and go out there? See, because women thought that choosing a career over a man was priority. Shout out to Billy. He says, what about trucking? Now, let me tell you something about trucking. They already have trucks that self-drive themselves. So Now, the unfortunate part was, what was it? In 2011, 2012, no, yeah, 2012, the trucking industry, it blew up. Everybody and their mom jumped in the trucking industry. So this is, now I'll say this again. Andrew Tate said it the best. For you guys who are in trucking, you better figure out how to get the machines to do your job for you and get ahead of the curve, because that's the next step. That's the next step. How you gotta, people, if you know AI and machines are on the rise, how can you be in control of it? People, listen, somebody right now watching me is really good at computer programming. If you are, you need to message me. I need to be in business with you. We need to talk, because I have things I want to do here on my YouTube page that no other content creator has done. But your computer is a computer programming, hit me, because I need your help and I'm willing to pay. People, I don't do nothing for free. People, I don't do anything for free. Yes, look, he says I have my own truck. Yes, doing personal driving is it's a good thing, but it will be a dying industry soon, and people gotta learn how to get ahead of the curve. He goes, shit, Tesla got those mini trucks. This is what I'm saying, bro. This is what I'm saying. People got to understand where we're going. Now, what I will say is this. So with everything moving in the direction of disaster, that's what it seems like. Do you really think that now is the best time for women to be promoting having a boyfriend is embarrassing now? But there's different levels to this, y'all. And I want to go through this with y'all. Because like I said, fellas, hear me. Fellas, I just feel sometimes that women are jealous of men. I feel sometimes that women tend to be jealous of men, that they rather be men than be women. Kind of weird. Bless you, mamas. But let's dive right in, because all this is going to come back up again.
Simply says right here, someone so much as says, my boy on social media, they're muted. It says, there's nothing I hate more than following someone for fun, only for their content to become my boyfriend-ified suddenly. This is probably because for so long I felt like we were living in what one of my favorite Substacker calls boyfriend land, a world where women's online identity centers around the lives of their partner, a situation rarely seen reversed. Women were rewarded for their ability to find and keep a man. With elevated social status and praise, it becomes even more suffocating when this could be leveraged on social media for engagement and, if you're serious enough, financial gain. Let's go back.
Now, I do want to pause this. Now, for the two women who are watching, I will say this. I will say this in defense of women. I will say this, because I personally know this myself. Ladies, I personally know this myself. If you're trying to get into the music industry, if you're trying to get into the movie industry, if you're trying to get into any industry, if you are not a part of corporate America, they won't accept you. People, I'm going to say this again. Fellas, even you too, pay attention. Corporate America is the one place that if you don't have a woman, and I'm saying a serious woman that you're vetting, you won't get upped. They won't trust you to they won't trust you at a certain level until you have a serious woman or you have an actual wife. They won't trust you. Now, you guys know, if you guys ran through my Instagram and really paid attention, you would see who my friends are. You would see politics, governors. I have real friends that are friends that obviously, you know, my grandmother, most of my audience and my people that I know, my friends, my grandmother had a big part to do with it. I told you guys, back in the day, my grandmother was a big santera. She was into that brujeria shit. And, you know, it's unfortunate. Baseball players came to my grandmother's house. Football players came. So a lot of these guys do know me because my grandmother and my brothers. But nonetheless, I still know them. I want you to understand, there are places that they'll be like, yo, Friday night, XYZ, we got a place we going to. People, there was a karaoke night that I went to one day with the Bronx borough president. It was Mike Bloomberg. It was Mayor Giuliani was there. My guy that brought me was like, yo, bring a girlfriend with you. And I'm like, no. He said, no. Bring a girlfriend with you. Because the wives, they will be like, oh, hey, if you don't bring a chick, like, there are no women who are allowed in these events without a man. Hey, who are you with? Oh, you don't belong here, sweetheart. They will straight kick that chick out. Now, even though I'm with them, what it is this. Because there's a certain level of respect that's expected when you come with your wife. And if your boss, people, I told y'all, I've worked for the biggest top 5 financial companies on the globe. My boss, shout out to him, Joe, shout out to you. I've been places where even them paying me to learn how to public speak, they were like, today you can't come to this event. But like now, I'm good. Like anywhere I go, my wife comes to me. Why? Because if I'm sitting down with Dan Pena and Dan Pena's wife tells my wife, hey, let's go over there and get a drink, my wife is to get up and go over there and get a drink. Why? Because, yes, somebody said bonds are good. Bonds are a good way to judge a man's character. Oh my gosh. Wow. Some men actually understand. That's a good people. How long have you been working at this job? If somebody can take you from a job that you were working there for 20 years, that's a good thing. People, when most people want to see your resume, they don't care what job you went. They don't care about your job experience. They want to see how long you've been working there. People, my resume in security and in armed security in the armed force is so extensive, but then they'll be like, but we seen that you worked here at this hospital. Yes. Were you still working security while you was? Yes, I was. Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Like people, that's what they're looking for. Now, when it comes to women, I kind of understand. Now, I'm not going to go as far as saying having a boyfriend is embarrassing. No. What I'm going to say is this. Having a boyfriend isn't how can I say where I don't offend the women? Having a man, having a boyfriend, it's not financially feasible. There is no financial gain. In fact, fellas, ready? Watch this, watch this, watch this. Have you guys noticed this? You all know who Adele is, right? The girl who sings, "Never mind, I find someone like you." Yeah, y'all know who that is. Cool. When she was single, all was well. The minute she got with LeBron James, homie, her sales went down. Let's do this again. People, if Beyonce was dating some regular guy, her sales wouldn't be the same. But because she's dating Jay-Z, all is well. Fellas, another thing. Why do you think, ready? Why do you think? Go look at the Irv Gotti situation. Go look at the Rick Ross situation. Go look at the 50 Cent situation. People, there are so many examples in the music industry. The only person that did it correctly was Akon. People, when you're dealing with female artists, I'm gonna say something, and it makes sense. It may not make sense to y'all. Fellas, hear me. When Irv Gotti said, when Rick Ross said, it's kind of difficult for me to invest my money into a female artist that I'm not fucking. Fellas, this is the reason why most female artists have a hard time getting put on. Fellas, I am telling you the truth as somebody who's been in the music industry. 'Cause as a man, I would find it hard to give my money to a woman to blow her up for her to go home and sleep with another man. It's almost hypergamy in reverse. It's hypergamy in reverse for men. Men, see, this is the thing, y'all. This is the thing. And you're going to hear this being said. Women who promote their boyfriends, it hurts them. It's not embarrassing. It just hurts them financially because you kill the thought in a man's mind. I may have the opportunity to be with her. I may have the opportunity to be with her. Fellas, I'm going to say this again. Some of you guys may not like this. If anybody could just hit up your girl, if everybody's hitting up your girlfriend, it doesn't mean that she is the shit. It means that she ain't shit. Y'all missed it. Y'all missed it. Y'all missed it. Fellas, if anybody could message your woman, it doesn't mean that she is the shit. It means that she ain't shit. It means that every man feels they have the opportunity to be with her. So look, Megan Thee Stallion. So franchise says Meg Thee Stallion said that about Moneybagg Yo. They started dating. So whatever, boom, boom. I guess he put her on. Once she got on, she left him. That's the point. This is the reason why men don't see the point. It's called hypergamy. Men, fellas, if you don't want to get used to hypergamy, just be gay. You laughing at me. My son is over here laughing at me in the background. Fellas, if you don't get comfortable with hypergamy, just be gay. Because you have a better chance. Fellas, hypergamy means that you're going to have to compete with certain features. Cardi B fell off once she showed she had a man. Shit worse than when she got with another man. Right. Cardi, no. And Cardi B didn't fall off once she had a man. That's not what it was. Because she was still out there. When Cardi B left her man, it hurt. Why? Her leaving her man is equivalent to Papoose. Remy Ma leaving Papoose killed her career. It killed her career. Here's the difference. Oh, Offset was cheating on me. Cardi B, every man is going to cheat on you. Ladies, fellas, I have 26 in the building. That means I have 2 ladies watching me. Ma'am, come here. Fellas, get out of the way. I'm talking to the woman right now. I'm talking to the 2 women in here. Mind your business. Ladies, come to the front. It is your nature. It is your natural nature to be hypergamous. It is not in a man's nature to be monogamous. A man choosing to be monogamous means he is saying no to so many others. Now, I personally feel only men of God, only men of Yahshua, the Most High, should be practicing polygyny. Now, I will say this. For every other man, if the woman is not a virgin, if she has not been kept by her dad, there's no man that should give her monogamy. So you mean to tell me that you could have a whole phase. You could be out there, be running around, dealing with all these guys, and then you still want a man to be monogamous to you. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. And this is the reason why I tell you guys, when you have fellas, because you guys don't understand how life works. If you have a woman who is over, fellas, listen to me. Any woman that no longer lives under her father's care, under her family's care, is not entitled to courtship. You have 35-year-old women out here like, I want to be courted by a man. That shit is laughable. How do you want to be courted by a man, but you're not under no man's tutelage? Fellas, how do you accept a woman that does not want, that wants to be courted, but she's not in a position to be courted? Y'all Glitch says, real spill. I'm just saying. Fellas, there are some young girls at the age of 19, 20, 21 that they want to rush out of their parents' house because they don't want to be under the confines of their dad, of their mom, of them saying, no, you can't do that. So they rush out there because they want to be free. And they are no longer qualified for courtship. Oh, but I moved back into my parents' house because life is hard and I gotta. Nope. You lost the qualification the minute you moved out. When I met my wife, she was under her family's care. People, when I was moving out here is the minute she went and got a place. So when I got here, we wasn't living in her family's home. And when I moved here, the first thing I did, I ran straight to her family. I chilled with the men of her family. I hung out with the men of her family. I spoke to her dad. Hey, I want to take over the responsibility of your daughter. She's my responsibility now. I got you. You can sleep easy because she's with me. I have no intent of going nowhere. Pues, está bien. Go ahead. He gave me his blessings. We move forward. That is what real courtship looks like. You're not ready for this smoke. Anyway. He goes, that's how a man acts. Listen, I'm only giving y'all the truth. And the only reason why, y'all, I'm speaking like this, and I have to speak to my younger fellas, because as long as God gives me air in my lungs, a lot of my young fellas, y'all don't have Grandpappy, Uncle Ray, Tío Tito, Tío Juan, Grandpa Gustavo. All of the older men have died. So most of you guys don't know how to get to the next chapters in life. I had those men. I have those men. So I'm just giving you what I've learned. Straight up. I'm not supposed to hold this information back from you guys. I'm supposed to give you the information for free. But it's opposite for women. Fellas, hear me out. I'm going to say this again. Hear me out. The reason why society is falling apart is because back in the day, women were women. Listen to me, y'all. Listen to me. Men see themselves in. Older men see themselves in younger men. Older women see themselves as younger women. Don't get it fucked up. Hear what I just said. Older men see themselves in younger men. Older women see themselves as younger women. A big difference. I can see a younger man and know you're not going the right way, young blood. I can look at my son and go, look at me. I was there. I was there. You're going the wrong way. You're going the wrong way. But an older woman looks at herself, looking at a 20-year-old girl, and be like, what does she got that I ain't got? Because it's always a competition. See, back in the day, the older women gracefully bowed out. They dressed like adults. They became grown women. Today, you got 50-year-old women talking about 50's the new 20. Bitch, 50 is still 50. Stop. 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 Mr. Rick says, thanks for giving the game. A lot of people like to sugarcoat and run from the truth. I don't see, you know what it is? You know what it is, Rick? I don't got time for that. And the truth is this. I have my homies, my real homies, who watch me. And I know if I sit here and start capping, somebody's going to tax that ass. So I'm not going to cap. He said, I'm 50. 50 is 50. Right. People, the difference is this. Let me tell you what's happening. If you've ever heard of Hugh Hefner, put a 1 in the chat. If you don't know who he is, that's fine. Put a 0. If you know who Hugh Hefner is, put a 1 in the chat. 100%. Yeah, I'm getting on in a little bit. If you off for school today, let me know. Because I know that it's election. So if you off for school, Snag, let me know. All right. Women want the same longevity as men. I got you in a little bit, Snag. Me, you, and my son going boarding for a little while. Hear me. Fellas, women want... Fellas, I always tell you guys, fellas, listen to me. Because now I got my sons, I got high school kids listening to me. So if I could tell the high school kids something, 18 to 28, 16 to 28, 14 to 28, stay away from relationships. You're going to hang out with girls, chill, do your thing. Stay away from relationships. Unless you know you really got one down-ass chick, stay away from relationships. Why? Because you are about to go through your I ain't shit phase. 14 to 28. Unless you're going to be some super high-paying athlete or like something like that, that's different. Every man goes through this I ain't shit phase. It usually goes till about 28, 30. At 30 years old, the machine starts to click in your brain. Oh, I got to do this and do that and do this and do that. Fellas, if you take care of your body, you take care of your mind, you take care of your peace. Shout out to Coach Greg Adams. There's an acronym. If you take care of your meat, money, energy, attention, and your time, by the time you hit 40, 50, you're going to be chilling. And guess what? The 21-year-old girls are still going to love you. They're still going to come after you. Oh my God, you're so handsome. I love the gray beard. Oh my God. Man, I'm waiting for my damn gray beard. I got like 3-4 hairs in like one spot. I be pulling them shits out because it looks crazy. I need my shit to look like, I want like one like streaky patch right here. That's like, I want to look like a fucking exotic tiger or something. Like I'm looking for like one, I want like gray, right? Like right here, like people. Men get better with time. Men, we get better with time. What Mother Nature gives to women, Father Time takes it back. Why do you think? Ready? When women are young and they hot, they're young. What happened?
That episode not working.
Okay. Good. Your brother's gonna help you out. I want you to understand. Hear me out. I always use these guys as an example. Idris Elba, The Rock, Tom Cruise. People, as you get older and you look more sophisticated, It is appealing to women. It is appealing to women. The more older a woman gets, it's not appealing to men. This is the reason why it feels like there's a jealousy thing. Fellas, this is the, hear me out. My wife is beautiful. My wife, beautiful. When women see my wife, they're like, yo, why is she's so young, but she's so beautiful, but then yet she still looks sophisticated because my wife is looking the way she's gonna. Fellas, my wife won't have to change when she turns 40, when she turns 50, when she turns 60, when she turns 70. My wife always had that lawyer look, that educated woman look. Always. She's always had that classy look. So, fellas, hear me out. My son, and so before I used to date a woman, right? I used to date a woman where her son is named Nelson. My son and her son, I showed them an example one time. Went to the mall. All the girls out there dressed looking like mad, like hoochie-ish. There was one woman that protruded out. She was the most covered woman in the mall. But you could see she was covered. There was no part of skin you can see, but you could see the curves through her clothes. Her hair was flowing, and both of them were like, yo, that's crazy how the most covered woman in the mall looks like the baddest chick in the mall. Because bad is bad with or without clothes on. Right. Women never thought Michael B. Jordan was attractive. The minute he hit 32 years old, he started getting ripped. He did fucking Creed. Oh my God, Michael B. Jordan. Woo! Men are to get better with time. We get better with time. This is the difference, y'all. We, fellas, I'm not in no competition with no younger man. Because there's no younger man that can compete with me. But fellas, when you see those super fly, sexy chicks on that yacht, there is no 40-year-old that owns that yacht. There is maybe a 50. That dude is 60, 70 years old. And one or two of those girls are sleeping with the man that owns the yacht. And while the other girls taking pictures, oh my God, look at me, leaning on the banister with the, you know how the girls do, leaning on the banister like Titanic. I'll never let you go, Jack. It's because her friend is sleeping with the guy who owns the yacht. You don't want to accept that truth, but that's still the truth. So there is a difference between women and men who do have boyfriends. But the thing is this, for men, it only hurts when they leave. For women, it hurts if you're actually trying to pursue a career. So unless you're going to be all in on your man, I would just say don't promote your man. But it's not lame.
Let's go back. So she's saying that the people are so sick of people having successful relationships that the women who are misandrous, don't even want to see women publish their boyfriends. This woman has.
Now that is the next layer. That is another layer, fellas. There are some women that hate that other women have good relationships with men that they never could have, that they just want to hate everybody. Fellas, fellas, are you okay with that? Fellas, are you okay with that? There are going to be women out here who are going to hate men regardless. Can you move forward in life knowing so? You got to understand it.
211,000 followers, all right, on Instagram. She posted Charlie Kirk. These are all tragons. Charlie Kirk and Emily Kirk. This is possibly after assassination. We got a lot of plain Janes. But of course, if you post your husband or your boyfriend, she can't stand it. All right, so let's go back to the article. It says, however, most recently, there's been a pronounced shift in the way people showcase their relationships online. Far from the fully hard launching romantic partnership, straight women are opting for subtler signs, which a hand on the steering wheel, clinking glasses at dinner, or the back of someone's head. On the more confusing end, you have faces blurred out on wedding pictures and entire professional edit videos where the fiance conveniently cropped out of the shot. Women are obscuring their partner's faces when they post as if they want to erase the fact they exist without actually not posting them. Now, again, people have had problems with their relationship partner, their spouse having an Instagram or a social media and not posting the boyfriend or the girlfriend, the husband or the wife. These women are suggesting to not post them for right and for wrong. I believe that if you post, like say for instance, I had a relationship and I posted it on social media, I would get attacked by my own audience. So even on the male side, I've even showed my JUCO situations. All right. And some men chose to attack. This is what you're paying for. She's mid. You can get her in any place in New York. All right. So
Mamas. Oh. Never mind.
So people will go on the attack because they don't want to see you happy. All right. They don't want to see you elevate. They don't want to see you evolve. They don't want to see you with a relationship at all. Then people say, keep your relationship off social media. At the same time, the woman then gets to post herself and build up her own social profile outside of the relationship.
Well,
having her own DMs, having other men comment on the platform. So now they're suggesting keep the boyfriend off. All right, this is absolutely crazy. So what gives? Are people embarrassed by their boyfriends now, or is something more complicated going on? To me, it feels like
Mom's calling you.
Women wanting to straddle two worlds. One where they receive
everything is good.
Social benefits of having a partner. There's a partner word being used, but also not appearing so boyfriend obsessed that they come across as quite culturally loserish. So it's socially, culturally loserish for a woman to be sprung over their man. This is what she's suggesting. You're a loser if you're in love. All right. Same thing would happen on the men's side. I've seen this happen to Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate posts some videos of his so-called baby mama, and I saw dudes going in on him. So-called Andrew Tate supporters. Oh, she a man. She mid. She ugly. She a prostitute. She got bubbled up lips. All right. So I've seen even the.
I'm going to tell you guys a trick that most of y'all guys may or may not know. %95 of men, 95. Listen, I ain't talking about the hustlers and the drug dealers and y'all weird ass dudes. 95% of men would rather go down in looks to go up in cooperation when it comes to a woman. Give a man a woman that understands, a woman that's proactive, she's attentive, she's loving, she's caring, she gives him space to work, she knows how to give him affirmation, she knows when to say, hey, you need to relax, you're getting stressed out. She knows her partner. Give that man a less attractive woman any day. A man will always pick a man will always go down in looks to go up in cooperation. Any day. Any day. Now, you guys know I have 2 wives. Now, I have one official and one that's working her way to becoming. Right? Either way, they still both mine. I'm responsible. So my wife, it's easier for the new wife to be able to adjust because she can show her, look, pay attention to him, watch him, look him, study him, view him. It makes it easier. Now, I will say this, y'all. I will say this. When it comes to this topic here, this is where most women go wrong. You know how many women be like, ew, why is Steph Curry with Aisha? Ew, he could do better than her. Well, now, we see why now he could do better than her. Because now she's jealous of his success. Unfortunate. But could Steph go up in looks when it comes to... If Steph Curry, listen to me. If Steph Curry and Aisha Curry were to separate, Steph Curry would have to spend the rest of his life with security. The president would have to assign him Secret Service. Because the amount of women that would flock and run to Steph Curry would be uncontrollable. Why do you think she hasn't left Steph? Why do you think Beyonce hasn't left Jay-Z? Jay-Z may not be the most attractive man, but Jay-Z's still Jay-Z. Jay-Z could find a younger, hotter, finer Beyonce. Beyonce's not going to find another Jay-Z. It just is what it is. This is just the way life is designed, y'all. Let's keep going.
I've seen even the men's side engage in this, and they've engaged in it with me as well. All right. Not a lot of people, but I just go and delete the comments because what we live in is a world where relationships are not supposed to be good. We're not supposed to be promoting it. Okay. We're single as strength and relationship as weakness.
Yep.
Right. This is the world we live in. And now the women have gotten a hold of this. All right. And now you have misandrous women saying, nah, don't be so culturally loserous if you're a pick-me. Okay. They want the prides and celebration of partnership. You see that partnership in there all the time, but understand the norminess of it. In other words, in an era of widespread hetero fatalism, they like to make up words. Women don't want to be seen as being all about their man, but they also want the clout that comes with being partnered. Right? Okay. I believe this woman is kind of the clear example of this, all right, where it's like we'll sprinkle the relationship in the content, but he won't be the center of the content. Okay. So there's a picture here, there's a picture there, but I think her audience would basically give her the ick, all right, the old if he was every picture, unless he was a Brad. If he was a Brad, a 6'5" with a blue eyes in the finance, yes, they would probably like it. I've seen Olivia Dunn experience this. Everybody was about Olivia Dunn until she leveled up
Olivia
and got a
Dunn,
Major League Baseball professional pitcher. All right, and then everybody was like, "Oh, okay, wow." So I didn't have a chance all this time. No, you didn't. Olivia Dunn got a professional baseball player, a 6'5" with a blue eyes professional baseball player. So even on her side, her primarily male audience went, "Oh shit, hypergamy. Oh, she's just a gold digger," right? And then they went to sense to embarrass her to say, you know what I mean? Like, people, this is where we are. This is where we are with our world and society. So when people think maybe it's the men that got it bad and the men are hurt and bitter. The women are showing.
And in case you guys don't know, this is Olivia Dunn. That's Olivia Dunn. That's Olivia Dunn. The minute she was promoting her man, oh, so she got a man now? She lost 1 million followers on Instagram. Almost immediately. Because it's what it is. She lost women, she lost men, because misery loves company, y'all. Misery loves, it is what it is.
Just enough misandry and bitterness as well.
Go ask your brother to put your juice box in a cup and put some ice.
Right?
Go ask your brother.
To where they're like, don't make your husband the center of your content. We don't want to see that shit. Okay. He says, is it men living in their fantasies where they think they can get her? Yes. Men wanted to believe they could get Olivia Dunn, even though they know she was far out of their league. But guys didn't get a sense of reality. Oh shit. Okay, damn. Okay. Olivia Dunn's boyfriend. Oh, I can't compete with that. All right. Let me see if I can pull this up. And a lot of teenage boys, dude, they were selling out arenas for her to do gymnastics. And she wasn't even a good gymnast in comparison to the rest of the team. Like, she was solid. She wasn't even the star, all right, of the gymnast. And she was selling out arenas. And then until she pulled up with the millionaire Chad baseball player. Right? And now it was like, whoops. Whoopsies. All right, this is who you got to be to get an Olivia Dunn.
And see, that the problem with this is this, right? People just don't want to accept that people live their own lives the way they want to. There are some people who want to be bums, y'all. There are some people who just want to live in the projects. There are just some people who are okay with making $12 an hour. There are some people who are okay. Just don't get mad when I'm not okay and I choose to pull up in a Lamborghini. Don't sit there and be like, why are you stunting? Like, oh, you want to stunt on us because us little people know you chose to be a little person. You chose to. She chose to be with the baseball player. The rest of these guys super chatting her, donating money to her, and now they're not doing it no more. And now she got with this guy here, and dudes is just mad. See? People, it's weird. It's weird.
Reality check.
There's different levels to this, y'all. There's different reasons, and this is the reason why we're breaking this down, and Coach Greg is breaking this down alongside with us. Because, or should I say alongside with him? Because y'all guys gotta understand, there's different levels as to why you really shouldn't be promoting your partner. Not just having a boyfriend is lame. Having a boyfriend is embarrassing. It is not embarrassing. So we gotta go through the truth. We have to.
Okay, this is who you gotta be, sir. To get a little piece of calico, one of the hottest pieces of calico right there. Let me see. He plays for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Nope. Yep. You got to be. How tall is this guy, bro? I mean, I know Olivia Dunn's not very tall, but this guy got to be 6'5" plus. 6'5" plus. So this does get men then go, oh.
Like my son. My son is still growing, only 15 years old. So my son found out that the reason why a lot of kids didn't get pulled up is because they're not as tall as maybe they need to be to play the position. So I told my son, all off season, I'm going to get my son strong. I'm going to get my son strong. Because next season, I want you to go in there. I want you to toss everybody around like a rag doll. Anybody coming your way, I want you to mush them. Mind you, people, this year, my son was playing against some kid that was like 350 pounds. Big dude. And my son was mushing him. My son was like, get out of here, you little nigga. Like mushing him. But next year, My goal is to get my son. I want when people be like, yo, nah, don't line up against him. Go switch. If they switch, I want the coach to be like, yo, switch. Yo, line, switch him, switch. Wherever that big man go, my son got to go there. That's how we going to do it. He said, W, father, appreciate it. People get mad when they move up in life, right? Instead of being happy. And that's the problem. People, hear me out. Hear me out. Watch this. Watch this. If somebody's watching me right now that's a content creator that also does 2K content, but they don't get no super chats, they don't get nothing. If somebody right now super chatted $20, that person will probably be upset. Like, why they super chatting him and they don't super chat me? See, you're supposed to look at that and go, wow, they super chatting him. Wow. Wow. I'm close to him. That means that my blessings is near. My blessings is right around the corner. People don't look at it like that. People, one of my mans the other day, my wife, I was telling her, a few of my guys are like multi-millionaires. These are like my brothers, my friends. I love these guys. Like, we tell each other that we love each other. Like, there are very few guys that when we see each other, we kiss each other on the cheek. It's very few of us. Like, I have me, when I see Gotti, I kiss him on the cheek. When I see my brother Scales, Nova, yo, we lean in. It's like almost like a Godfather kind of thing. Like, we respect each other that much. But the other day, he's like, oh, my man said, oh, you streaming? I'm like, yeah. What do you need me to do? What do you need from me? I don't need nothing. No, I don't need nothing. Cause there's gonna come a time that my man, he knows all these people. I may be like, yo, Ronnie 2K is gonna be at the Madison Square Garden game on the floor. I need to sit right next to Rodney. Get me that ticket. $22,000 for floor season tickets right next to Ronnie. They'll do it. People, I don't use all my favors. He goes, it's supposed to motivate you. Yes. It's supposed to motivate you to work harder. I keep telling y'all, my son plays football with the number one kid in the state. The number one kid in the state. The minute their season is over, I'm going to pull up to that school and I'm going to be like, yo, my guy, can you help my son with some drills? Because my son is going to go up against big motherfuckers like you. And I want him to get stronger playing against people like you. How would you say my son should attack somebody like you? What would be your suggestion? You know what I'm saying? What would be like, and I would sit down with him and say, what would be your suggestion? Because now I'm going to go hard on my son. Yesterday, my son realized that he wasn't up for the season, but he just got here. So he wasn't up. He only played 10 games. He was pissed. What did he do? He went for a run. Go. Go for a run. Go. It's only going to help you. Go. It is what it is. People, everything has levels to it.
Looks like he played for LSU, so there's where the connection is. All right. So let me see. Where's this Pittsburgh Pirates?
But now,
stuff right here. We're
going to get to a level of what I really think women are trying to say. Ready? Watch this. He said, proud of you. I appreciate that. So, Will, what up? Appreciate that.
But yeah, he is a baseball player and all of that. So, yeah, and there's a boat. Right? There's a boat right there. So then then you get the reality check. Where do I stand? Oh, damn. I'm out of the running. All right. The reality check. This is why for a long time she didn't feature him in her content. All right, so let's go ahead. But now Klay Thompson, you guys see when it does happen, the relationship blows up. Cardi B and these type of people here. All right, going further here, they're talking about this, but it's not all about the images. When I did a call out on the gram, plenty of women told me that they were, in fact, superstitious. Some feared the evil eye, a belief that their happy relationship would spark a jealousy so strong in other people, women, that it could end their relationship.
Now, this is, see, fellas, women are not going to just flat out come and say the reason why women should stop promoting their man is because of this. So they have to make it seem like they're including all women. But if you ask me, this is the real reason you're about to hear why I think women are trying not to exercise promoting their man. Listen.
Others were concerned about their relationship ending and then being stuck with the posts. This woman says, I was in a relationship for 12 years and never once posted him or talked about him online. We recently broke up and I don't think I will ever post a man. This is Nikki, age 38. Even
so, the truth is this: there is a level of embarrassment that women do go through. Men don't necessarily deal with the same embarrassment, but it's like woman goes head over heels promoting her man. I love him. Oh my God, te quiero, te amo. Oh my God. And then he leaves, and now she looks crazy. This is the number one reason. But now the number two reason is coming up.
Romantic. I still feel like men will embarrass you even 12 years in. So claiming them feels lame. This is where we're at. These are the women. They're all future wives out here. Claiming them feels lame even after 12 years in. Of course, listen, this is both sides of the conversation, but they're even saying women. Some fear the evil eye, a belief that their happy relationship will spark a jealousy so strong in other women that it could end their relationship. Some women I know. I had a woman that was one of my sugar babies, and she started posting me.
Listen. Here's the next level. So one of the main reasons why most women don't want to post their man is obviously embarrassment. In case they don't work out, fine. But here's the real, fellas. This is the meat and the potatoes. If you don't want to hear the truth, leave. Fellas, here is the meat and the potatoes of the real reason why now, like I said, they can't just come out and say it, because then they'll be excluding different women. So they have to say promoting a man is lame. So all women could feel included. But this is the, fellas, listen. Coach Greg said he had a sugar baby.
Not my full, sometimes it would be my full face. Sometimes it would be me in an outing. Sometimes she would take a picture. She would hold my hand and take a picture of it. And she said, some of her girlfriends said, when you're done with him, let me get a chance. And these were good looking, attractive women. All right. And she said, and I shared that on Locals. All right. And they were like, who is that guy? Right? Who is that guy? Who's that guy? And I represent a certain archetype, gray beard, mature. Like these girls in their 20s, late 20s. So I'm a mature man, late 40s. And they're like, who is he? Oh, you got a good type. You got one. They was like, you pulled one. Wow. I need to get a guy like that. You got a man, because they used to dealing with niggas and pookies, right? And perpetrating pimps. So they were like, who is that? And a couple of guys recognized me on her post. So they recognized me and I was like, that's CGA, right? So what happened was one girl said, when you're through with him, toss it over to me. So this is indeed true that some of your friends right here, some of your friends are going to undermine you.
So this is a fact. And this is something that men and women both deal with. The difference is this, y'all, hear me out. most men, when they're done with the woman, they're done. So them going on to another man, it's just that. The thing is this. Most women know, and I'm sorry, I got 2 women watching me. Most women know that they have women around them that, if given the opportunity, would take their man. And people, this is not rocket science. Because there are some women that know, fellas, so let me give you an example. So my wife knows that I talk to women. It's no secret. It's no secret. But my wife also knows that other women are not going to post me. Because why would women want to stir up competition for themselves? And some women know. Fellas, hear me out. I'm going to try to say it without saying it completely, but I'm saying it. You guys are going to understand. So I'll give you a great example. I go to my son's football games. Everyone knows who my wife is. Everybody that does not know I practice polygyny. But I've had other couples, husbands and wives, approach me when my wife is not around, like, yo, you know, you stand out. You stand out. And somebody told me, there was a game that I went to myself. I drove like freaking an hour and a half, something like that. And a couple came and said, you know, you would be almost like, they could see how I can cause an issue in somebody's relationship because I look like nobody else. I carry myself like nobody else. So when they came to me like, yo, you would put tension on somebody's relationship. So if another woman was to hang out with me and take pictures and we chilling and we hanging and we vibing, she is in fact stirring the pot. Because if other families are watching her, following her, subscribe to her, Instagram, YouTube, whatever, everybody has Instagram today, they are going to look at her like, how the fuck did she do that? How are you talking to him? Because I'm courteous. Hey, good morning, hi. Hey, I'm courteous. I don't just talk to just anybody. So it'll stand out like a sore thumb. And it would cause tension. Not for me, but for them and in their lives, and them with their partners, and them with their future partners. People, I want you to understand, I'm 6 foot. I'm no skinny potato. I'm almost 300 pounds. I'm not the hardest man to miss, right? But I mean, we can give them breakfast. I gotta grind a little bit though. So what time are we going out? Don't say when I'm done. If I'm done right now, we not leaving right afterwards. Yeah. No, we not. Mama, where we going? Okay, so why can't you just get food and bring it back?
Because that's not how that works.
What you mean that's not how that works? We can't go out to eat later on, like for dinner. Yeah, we can have breakfast in the house and then go out to have dinner for later on.
So you want me to go get breakfast and bring it back here?
You and the boys to go get breakfast right here.
You want to stay home?
With your parents, right?
No.
Okay, we'll figure it out. But yeah, man, listen. Like I said, I think this is the real issue. One, women don't want to look stupid, and two, women don't want to deal with that competition. But when you a solid woman, you would naturally know that there is no competition. There is none. I was just explaining to them earlier how you don't have that jealousy bug when it comes to women. How most women, they look at other women and it's like, you see how sometimes, like how we in the mall, and you see how when a man sees me walking and their wife is either ahead or behind, they'll stop and try to go hold her hand like, this is my woman here. Like, it's laughable. It's pretty funny, but like most people just don't. Most people either experienced it and they haven't recognized it. We just see it because I'm like I stand out. I don't like nobody down here. So that's.
But you get eyes from women and men.
Oh,
Yeah.
The men better not be looking at me. I know I'm joking. I'm joking.
Some men look at you
I'm
and say,
joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking.
You're a hard man to miss.
You know, it is what it is. But listen, y'all, listen, like I said, y'all, listen, there's no cap. There's no cap.
Okay.
Look, Snag is he's crying. I'm just saying, people, that is one of the main reasons why
I'm the bestest.
women try to hide their man. That competition is real. He said, men better not be looking at me. Yeah, facts. Nah, but it's true, cause like some guys who go that way, they look at me, they be like,
Oh, yes.
they look at me up and down like that's a big man right there. Not for you though. Not for you. Not for you. But now, like I said, man, I think this is the real issue why this new trend is happening. That having a boyfriend is embarrassing. Because it affects women in more ways than one. It could hurt them in more ways than one. Rather than just saying it may not financially be beneficial, they have to make it a big thing to make it like they're damning men. Because everything is everything right now. If you're not shaming a man, you're not going to get no publicity. So that's the new thing. But listen, y'all, I'm taking it down. Gotta get back to my grind.
And we going out.
No, we're not going out right now. We're not going out. We're not going out right now. But listen, I see y'all in a bit. Y'all already know. Okay, come in. True Hall of Fame bills. Come in. Can you put it down? You want to see at the side? Come on. Come on. You ready?
Yes.
What do you say to everybody?
Sabbath.
No.
Like.
Subscribe.
It's like.
Like.
Yike.
Now what do you say?
It's Sabbath.
Ya tú sabes.
Mommy,
¿Qué lo que?
Viva a
Wepa, I'm out of here. I see y'all in the next one, man. Appreciate everybody that showed up, showed out, showed love. I see y'all. Be easy. One.